Yo guys, this is Dragon's Cave here to ask a quick question. What do you do when you mash Leonidas with a bit of, how should I say this? Yes, DPS potential. Well, you get Gareth, and I must say, I'm very interested. So, let's talk about her for a second. Since this is the first time I'm doing this, I'll be breaking down how I'll be reviewing these servants. Well, the favorite servants that I'll have, since this is called Favorite Servant Review. I'll be talking about their decks, their skills, their NP, viable teams, possible buffs, and final thoughts. Alright, without further ado, let's bust it. Okay, so let's see what she's got within her deck. I mean, you guys can already see just about all of her stats. They're alright, Alright, let's go ahead and start with the deck. Alright, so she has a BBAQQ deck, which is just Buster, Arts, Quick. So, she more leans within using her Buster cards and her Quick cards rather than her Arts cards, kind of like Ibaraki Doji Summer. Also, I just noticed her Quick cards have a 4-hit count to it, so it's a possibility that she works well with Scotty. Hey, that's pretty good. And already know the usual Buster support. Merlin. Ugh. Only having one Arts card is going to hurt with MP generation, but it has 3 hits to it, so maybe there's a way we can build a team around that, like I said before. Possibly. That could be interesting. Now we're going into her Buster cards, which only hits once? I wonder why. Oh, a headbutt. Neat. It's funny, but I like it a lot, so I guess it stays. And lastly, we have a 5-hit extra attack. Hey, MP generation would be very And lastly, we have a 5-hit extra attack. Now, that's pretty interesting. Maybe there's a way we can play around with that to use it within our advantage. And lastly, she has 5 hits on her extra. Interesting, I must say. Alright, well, let's move on. Alright, let's go over the skills. The first skill that we have is Battle Continuation Rank C. Grants a Guts for 9 to 7 cooldown depending on level, and also HP by 500 to 1,500 as well. Basic Guts could be better. True. Alright, let's move on to the second skill. Second skill, Gareth Gareth B. Wow, that is a weird skill. Anyway, Gareth B. rank B, charges on MP gauge, and also has the interesting effect of increasing own attack for one attack. 5 turns when taking damage by an enemy for 3 turns. That's kind of weird. I'll have to ask about some people about that skill. It seems interesting. Maybe it works like this, where whenever she's attacked, she gets an attack buff. It's possible, I'm not sure. But both the MP level and the attack boost go from a 10 to 20%. Well, depending on level. Also, the cooldown is from 8 to 6, so the skill is kind of spammable, since this lasts for 3 turns. Now then, let's move on. Third skill is a taunt. Well, Ring of Transformation, rank B. it grants a 500% chance to draw the attention of all enemies to self by 300% for return. It's kind of weird, but it's just a taunt. Just don't think about it too much. Also, it increases on defense for one turn, and lastly, increases on MP generation rate for one turn as well. This is a pretty good skill. I like it. I like it a lot. It kind of sucks that it's like a burst skill, but hey, what do you do? Now, it's time for her Noble Phantasm, a single target Buster MP that ignores invincibility before it hits, and the effect stays until the end of the turn. Super good in my opinion. Gives a 10 to 30% defense down to an enemy depending on overcharge, and does 8 hits, and it looks really cool when Gareth is, well, doing her MP. What is it called? Well, this MP is called Era Lupus, or in English, Rampaging Maiden Wolf. This MP is very good in many situations if you need someone to give a boss defense down or pierce through their invincibility skills, since usually that's kind of what you need in most battles, if I remember correctly. Alright, give me just a second so I can put them up on the screen. Yeah, these are bosses that have like invincibility or just high defense. It's not bad in the damage part. It's not bad in the damage department as well. Being a Buster single target MP already has its benefits in being a good single target MP already has its benefits, since it's only doing damage to one enemy, and it does good. Being a Buster single target MP already has its benefits, and it could. Being a Buster single target MP already has its benefits. This MP is pretty good within the damage department as well. Being a Buster single target MP, it already holds up a bit better than most other single target Lancers MPs. Yet, it can be better with other supports like Merlin, Helena, or just any other generic Buster support like, what was his name again? Oh yeah, that's right, Shakespeare. Also, watch out for healing code as well. Pretty sure she can be pretty good in most situations, since she can get MP up, I think, also Buster up. Here are her essential materials, and here are her skill requirements as well. And I also dotted down how much QP you'll need just for like 10-10-10ing her and also Matt's Ascension as well. which is 16,980,000. Yeah, that's a lot. That's not counting like foes and stuff, and also embers. So it will probably take around, I'd say, 2 million QP-ish? Probably.
Alright, let's go on over to teams. So, for the first team, Counter-Strike. Why Counter-Strike? Because I feel like that's Garrett's gameplay. That's how you're supposed to really use her. She is, well, a tank. More of an attacking tank where she takes damage, she dishes it out, and you go along the way. So, with Garrett's second and third skill, she's able to tank a bunch of damage and then get a bunch of attack ups. So, what could help her with that? Well, I feel that Leonidas can do a pretty good job. He's known for taking a lot of damage as well, and he's also got a buster buff with him as well, which is really strong. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it so much that, yeah, I feel like he's a staple. And, Cop Wizard. Yeah, this guy. Listen, guys, I know I don't have him. I know, but if you're gonna have a buster team, he's kind of a staple. And it sucks that I have to say it like that. I don't like him, but I need him. Alright, time for the budget Merlin this time, which is Gong. If anything, Mr. Gong's gotcha. Am I right, guys? Haha, up top. So, for Gong, he is just like Merlin, only he's more within defense. So, if you're gonna use him, I say more of just use him for his second and I think his first skill. Yeah, second and first skill. His third skill is kind of like a cherry on top, which is more of a buster up, but then it has more effects for berserkers. Gareth isn't a berserker; she is a lancer, so she won't get the full benefits of his his third skill. But yeah, use him. He's pretty good. Minamoto no Raiko. I think I said it right. Please don't bully me in the comments. Anyway, so Minamoto no Raiko, she is, well, her summer version, it's pretty good. If I remember correctly, she has a pretty good buster buff on her, and she also, I think, I don't really know. Hold on, give me just a second. Okay, I'm back. I found out what Minamoto no Raiko's second skill does. If I remember correctly, it's called Cast Iron Yo-Yo rank C. Okay, so I found out what her second skill does. It gives buster and also purges off debuffs, which really good, I must say. I wish I got her. Oh my god, I wish I got her, but I'll have to just use somebody else's. Hopefully, I get her in her in her banner. I think it's like a year or something later. I can't remember. Anyway, let's go on to Chiron. Chiron is pretty good. He knows what he's supposed to do. He is strictly. Well, I think he's sub support and also sub DPS. His most useful skill is his color buff, which is really good. Ah, that's right. It increases crit damage, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it increases crit damage and also gives out stars. But the demerit's just 500 HP, but nobody really cares about that. Pretty sure you're gonna run with a taunt or something. Anyway, the next one is strangely Romulus. I know, I've never really tried Romulus before, but I saw that he has a buster and a guts that is targetable. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, you can use him as a sub-support. If you need an AoE buster lancer, then yeah, he's your guy. He's got some pretty good strength to him too, and he can survive for a very, very long time. Elena, ah yes, why Helena is ready for this. She has been supporting me for years. Okay, it's only been a year, but either way. It feels like, I will most likely always go to Helena whenever I'm using. God dang. Alright, now it's going to the last servant, Helena. Yeah, it's gonna be this servant because she is really good. And she just got a buff in JP, which gives her a 30% charge. Hopefully she gets one more buff, please. And if it is going to happen, I want that 30% charge to be targetable. That would just be... yes. That would make her so good. I mean, it will put her in the EX tier, in my opinion. But hey, I'm just speculating right now. Anyway, she has her own color buff. She has her star generation ability. That's also tied to an MP buff, which kind of sucks. But hey, we'll have to deal with that later. But hey, and she even gives out MP charge, which is really good. Alright, that's Team Counter-Strike. Let's go on to the next one. Alright, now it's time for the next one, which is We Shall Protect You, no matter what. Gareth isn't put in the DPS position anymore, but she is now put within the support position. Why is that? Well, simple, really. Because I feel that she is a tanker. She can take hits, she can dish them out. But if we want her just to take hits and that's it, then this is going to be her role for right now. So, we got Mash. Well, she's up here because she is the best one for any supporting role. If you're just trying to make sure somebody doesn't die. Next up we have Dion. I've never really used her, but I know that she's pretty good since she has a 3-turn taunt. And she can probably heal herself with her second skill, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think it's her second skill. Either that or it's her first. I'm not really looking at another screen to show me what skills they are, but hey, it's alright. Jingo, we already talked about. Go away. Leo, we already talked about you too. You go into the side. Next up, we have Carrie, or Emio Assassin, if you want to be technical. Well, for him, he gives a taunt, and he also gives out stars as well. So he can be like you can just put him in. He can give out stars. He can put a taunt on Gareth or Matt, anybody else, and he could just get out and then bring out somebody else. Or you could just use him, or he is your DPS and you need him to survive certain fights. So yeah, that's pretty good for him, at least, and everybody else. Yes, the Taunt King himself. He is here to show that he is not relevant. Trust me, never sleep on Georgius, on St. George. He is by far the greatest taunt wall that FGO has ever known. Day 1 servant, by the way. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say about this one. He is just that good, and there's no denying that. So, it finally came to this team. So, as you may know, there are things called meme teams around in FGO, and I decided I wanted to try one out myself. But when I was thinking about this, and I was thinking, hey, let's just do it like this. The needs in there night. I mean, yeah, Rose Kamihime is pretty good. She can give out a few buffs and stuff. But then I forgot about something. 4 Goddess Hakuro, rank A. This is holy shit. Taki mushrooms. Now, this skill. 4 Goddess Hakuro, rank A. Yeah, it's gonna be this skill. It has 3 different effects. It used to have 2 since it was called Shapeshifter A+, but it went down a rank, but went up by, well, everything. So, what's the skills for this? Why is it so? Well, here's the thing. For it does a 10 to 30%, defense buff to herself. It's good. It's really good. And it lasts for 3 turns. Perfect. That's kind of like Tomamo's skill. But then it goes into this. Debuff resist from 20 to 40%. Huh. And that's for 3 turns as well? Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. What's the last skill? The last skill? Crit damage. From 30 to 50%. And it isn't for herself. It's for the whole party. That is... Okay. If you're running 2 of her, and you use the skill, and if this skill is fully maxed out, Gareth is gonna be making donuts out of people. And that's not even considering her 2nd and 3rd skill. And even her NP, which, if I remind you, has had a rank up as well. Her NP is this. Lord I can't say this name. Okay, it's just a castle, 100 demons. So, what it does is this. It used to just give, well, increases a maximum HP by 3 turns from 2,000 to 4,000 depending on overcharge, and also increases party defense by 20% for 3 turns. That's pretty good, right? Right? Am I right, guys? Yeah, I know I'm right. Alright. Now then, her other skill for it was increasing quick cards by 30 to 50%, depending on overcharge as well. So, what was the other skill added? Buster Up. They added Buster Up to it from 30 to 50%, depending on overcharge as well. Oh man, that is insane. Might I also tell you about her 2nd skill? You see, Gareth is pretty good at already getting stars. When I saw her, when I looked and I saw she was already good at it. So, how do you make it better? Easy. Her 2nd skill is CHEX. I can't pronounce it. Oh my god, it's gonna hurt me. So, what does it do? Oh, easy. Charges allies and PKs from 10 to 20%. And then increases their critical star generation rate for 3 turns from 30 to 50%. So, if you use both of these skills and you give it to Gareth, and she has possibly both quick cards up and even her NP up right now, yeah, I think she gets all of her stars. I think she gets around 30 to 40 stars because Gareth has 4 hits on her quick card. I'm pretty sure somebody in JP can give me a little more clarification on that later on. And lastly, her 3rd skill. Castle Ghost. A++. Reduces one enemy's defense for 1 turn. It's just 1 turn, but it does something even better. Removes their buffs. So, man, if you do all of that, and you NP, and you get all of that in, oh my goodness, that is just guys think about it. I'm gonna be 10-10-10-ing Gareth and getting her to level 100. You're gonna see this in the video. There's no way I'm not doing this. Alright, that was all of it. Don't worry though, I'll also put the C's in like 3 separate cards. Alright, so final thoughts. Gareth is good. Good. She's not like the best tanker there is, but she's good at her role and she knows how to do it. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. If y'all like the video, sub, give me the follow. You know, I'm trying to hit 100 subs before May. I'd love it if you guys could help me out with this. And lastly, join the Discord, please. We're growing. We got like 25 members. I want this to be a really big Discord group too. I want to know what y'all think about what I'm doing. If I'm doing this right, or if y'all have any suggestions for me what I can do later in the future. I know I messed up a whole bunch of times. I changed my mic 2 different times. Whoo, man, yeah. But this has been the Dragon's Cave. Peace out. Woohoo!